position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. On the move. Gets it up to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Takes the handoff. It's Rice. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got the screen set up. Turns it on at midfield. Jogged out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the RPO, complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
He might want another play. Back to throw. It's Thorne. Buys a little extra time. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The short hands, it's Leon. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Hurricanes are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. It's caught downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Leon. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those. Rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the back. Down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
To the air, it's Thorne. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to get behind the defense. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Forced out of the pocket. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
it's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the block, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Quarterback making checks. Gonna look downfield again. Floating away. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He throws one to the left. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. On target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. looking for a man. It's Thorne. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Firing to the right, complete. He's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking for a productive play on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. And he had just enough to will that one home. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Dogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter, you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Quarterback extends the play. He caught it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Thorne. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get it to the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Love the call going RPO here on fourth and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rice. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has...
Guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physical.
With the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Steps away to find some room. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. A run for the quarterback. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've been running it, but now the pass. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Thorne. Looking left. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine. I mean, you want to...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Oh, they're after him. Takes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Witherspoon.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Slings it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Snow. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. The Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Finds us back in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Now improvising. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
It's complete on the right side. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive.